There's a moment in every game, a fleeting second when the crowd holds its breath. The ball spins through the air, time seems to stretch, and somehow a player seems to anticipate everything before it even happens. We watch and marvel at their skill, their precision, their speed. But what we don't see, what no highlight reel captures, is the world they've built outside the arena. The unseen hours, the rituals, the sacrifices, the relentless commitment that separates elite basketball players from everyone else. Today, we're diving deep into that hidden world. We're exploring what truly makes a player elite, not just talent, not just natural ability, but the countless choices, habits, and mindsets that happen long before the stadium lights ever turn on. The foundation of excellence. Every athlete's journey begins with raw talent, but raw talent is only the starting point. The difference lies in the layers of preparation that build quietly behind the scenes. Some of these hours are physical, some mental, and some almost invisible to the outside world. Elite players often treat practice like a living laboratory. They break down every movement with microscopic precision. A jump shot isn't just a jump shot, it's angles, wrist motion, foot placement, and follow-through. And it's repeated not just hundreds, but thousands of times until muscle memory and instinct become indistinguishable. But beyond repetition, there's a deeper focus. Top players don't just aim to replicate what they've done before, they experiment, they challenge themselves to refine and improve. They dissect their weaknesses with honesty, sometimes brutally so, because improvement demands confrontation with imperfection. And yet, physical preparation is only one layer of the foundation. Nutrition, sleep, and recovery form the invisible scaffolding that allows talent to flourish. Elite athletes often approach their bodies with the precision of a scientist. Meals are carefully timed and balanced. Recovery isn't passive, it's active, planned, and treated as seriously as practice itself. Every choice compounds over time. A single night of poor sleep or a skipped recovery session might seem insignificant, but over months and years, those small choices accumulate into measurable differences on the court. The mindset difference. Physical ability can get you to a certain level, but what separates the great from the elite is mindset. Some reports suggest that top players train their mental focus as rigorously as their bodies. They build resilience against distractions, pressure, and the unpredictable chaos of a game. Visualization is one of the tools many of them use. It might seem abstract, but imagining scenarios in vivid detail, free throws under pressure, fast breaks in a packed arena, defending against elite opponents, prepares the brain for reality. Mental rehearsal helps players react faster, anticipate more accurately, and make split-second decisions with calm precision. Another aspect of mindset is embracing discomfort. Elite players often seek out challenges that stretch them beyond their comfort zones. Whether it's early morning workouts, grueling conditioning sessions, or confronting mistakes without excuses, they understand that growth often comes from moments of strain. Some public speculation suggests that this willingness to embrace difficulty builds not just skill, but confidence, the kind that shines in critical moments when games are won or lost. The hidden habits. Beyond practice and mindset, there's a realm of habits that rarely make headlines. Consider how elite players organize their time. They aren't just following a schedule, they're orchestrating their days with intention. Hours are divided between skill work, strength training, film study, and recovery, all with minimal wasted time. Film study, for example, is often overlooked by casual fans, but top players can spend as much time analyzing footage as they do on the court. They review not just their own performance, but opponents' tendencies, learning to anticipate moves before they happen. Some of the insights gained from hours of observation can change how a player reacts in a fraction of a second, creating advantages that are invisible to anyone watching the live game. Even seemingly small routines contribute. Stretching, meditation, and journaling may not grab headlines, but they shape consistency. Consistency, in turn, is the cornerstone of excellence. A player who maintains peak performance day after day, season after season, develops an edge that can't be replicated with talent alone. And yet, all of this preparation is invisible to the crowd. When we watch a highlight, we see the result, not the journey. But imagine for a moment the years, the months, and the countless hours it took for that split-second decision, that perfect shot, that defensive stop. Every choice, every extra rep, every moment of mental training, these are the unseen hours that build a player's greatness. Some players even report that their off-court habits affect more than just performance, they shape identity. The discipline required to eat, sleep, and train consistently fosters a mindset that permeates every aspect of life, creating not just a better athlete, but a stronger, more focused individual. The role of coaches and support systems. Behind every elite player, there's often a network of coaches, trainers, nutritionists, and mentors who help structure those unseen hours. Some reports suggest that these support systems are as critical as the player's own efforts. A knowledgeable coach can identify weaknesses, correct subtle flaws in technique, and guide development in ways a player might not achieve alone. Nutritionists and trainers ensure that physical conditioning aligns with the demands of the sport. Recovery specialists help prevent injuries and maintain longevity. Even family and personal support networks contribute, offering stability and encouragement that allows the player to focus fully on growth. This ecosystem reinforces one principle: greatness isn't built in isolation, it's built through collaboration, discipline, and the relentless pursuit of improvement, guided by those who can see what the player alone cannot. The unseen sacrifices. It's impossible to talk about the unseen hours without acknowledging the sacrifices. Elite athletes often forego social events, leisure, and sometimes even family time to maintain their routines. Early mornings, long nights, and weekends spent in gyms or training facilities create a rhythm that few can sustain. Some public speculation suggests that this level of commitment can be mentally and emotionally taxing. Players must navigate burnout, pressure, and public scrutiny. The ones who endure, however, find a way to balance intensity with self-care, transforming discipline into a sustainable lifestyle. This balance, often invisible to fans, is essential for longevity in a sport that demands both peak physical performance and mental resilience. Technology and data in modern training. In recent years, technology has become a hidden ally for elite players. Wearable devices track movement, heart rate, and fatigue. Motion capture systems analyze every jump, pivot, and dribble. Even subtle metrics like hand position or release timing are measured and refined. This integration of science and sport allows athletes to push limits safely and intelligently. Instead of guessing what works, they rely on data to guide decisions, from workload to recovery. Some experts suggest that this approach doesn't replace intuition, it enhances it, providing an objective lens that complements years of experience and training. The psychology of competition. Perhaps one of the most overlooked aspects of the unseen hours is psychological conditioning. Elite players prepare not just to execute skills, but to manage the emotional landscape of competition. They train themselves to stay composed under pressure, to recover from mistakes instantly, and to maintain focus amid chaos. Visualization, mindfulness, and stress management techniques are often part of daily routines. These practices may seem subtle, almost intangible, but they are crucial when the margin between victory and defeat is razor thin. The mental game, in many ways, becomes as important as the physical game. Lessons for everyone. While most of us won't play in front of packed arenas or under the scrutiny of millions, the principles behind the unseen hours are universally applicable. The combination of intentional practice, disciplined habits, and mental resilience create results far beyond the basketball court. Consistency, focus, and attention to detail matter in any field. Incremental improvements, compounded over time, lead to extraordinary outcomes. The difference between good and great is often invisible to the casual observer, shaped by small, deliberate choices repeated relentlessly. The next time you watch a game, consider what you're not seeing. Consider the hours spent in silent gyms, the repeated drills, the moments of doubt overcome, and the discipline that feels invisible but is infinitely powerful. The glory we witness on the court is built from thousands of invisible moments, the unseen hours. And in that reality lies a profound truth. Greatness is never an accident. It's crafted, nurtured, and earned day by day, hour by hour. Somewhere in those quiet, unseen hours, every elite player discovers not just skill, but resilience, patience, and the extraordinary capacity to transform potential into legacy. It's a journey that extends far beyond basketball. And it's a journey that reminds us of what's possible when focus, discipline, and heart come together in pursuit of something greater than ourselves. If you found yourself inspired by the dedication and discipline behind elite players, make sure to like this video. Share your thoughts on what drives greatness in the comments. Maybe there's a habit or mindset you found invaluable in your own life. And if you want to explore more stories like this, consider subscribing to the channel so you never miss an inside look at what makes champions tick. Because the story of excellence is more than what we see, it's the unseen hours that truly define it.